Hello and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your daily reading for June the 16th, 2022. And yeah, when I tune in for this, you can hear the beautiful whip birds in the background. When I tune in for this, I'm getting this sense of the cards aren't working. I'm getting this sense that it's like you're seeing something from this higher perspective, but you've got this laser focus on one thing in particular. It's like zooming in on something and really focusing on it. So let's see what's coming through. And let's see, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. This is kind of, I think, what you're focusing on. There's the seed that needs to be planted here, and you're wondering how you're going to do that to bring in growth, to bring in perhaps more money or to make something grow in your life. We've got the Death card. It's sitting next to the card of transformation. So it may be that you're wanting things to really shift and change here, because I feel like this is what you're wanting with the seed. You're wanting to bring in this big transition, this huge transformation that's coming through. So let's see what's coming. So it's kind of big. This is a big seed that you're wanting to plant here. With Judgment card as well. Judgment card is there's something calling you, but it's like this is the energy of the death energy, the judgment, all the things coming up from the dead that need to be cleared out first before we can step into this judgment energy, which is a rebirth energy of sorts, but you're getting some very strong messages from spirit coming in. The big energies, the death and the judgment card next to each other. This poor little seeds there going, but I just want to be planted and I want to grow. And then it's like, boom, it gets hit by death and judgment. And it's like, okay, I might just wait for a little bit until these energies pass. The Five of Cups, yep. So there is something big that you're finally, this is a big, with the Death card and the Judgment energy, it's a big cycle that you're letting go of here. So that's important. And we have the Hierophant. Yes, okay. So, and at the base, the Nine of Cups. So, yeah, I mean, it's funny energy. It's just such a mixed bag of energy with all these cards together. The Nine of Cups is around your fulfillment. So you're kind of wanting things to start lining up. You're wanting to feel really fulfilled. You're wanting to plant seeds, or perhaps that's going to bring in this fulfillment. I feel like with the Hierophant coming in as well, this is your soul energy. Just saying, put a stop to something for the moment until this thing, with the Five of Cups, this is an energy from the past. We can see the past coming up, rising up from the dead with the Judgment. This energy, some emotions from the past are still being cleared out, and you're like, are we still doing that? Like, seriously. But the Death card is saying these are the last remnants of that big full moon that occurred actually in Scorpio, which was mid-May. So this Death card does represent Pluto. And Pluto has been having big chats to Mercury, and Mercury's been sending messages to you, aka the Judgment card, saying this is how to transform, this is how to shift and change. And then we've got the Hierophant energy, which is your higher ideals, your higher beliefs, even soul energy coming in and going, it's time to put an end to something. If you're finally getting a message, it's time to really put an end to something big in your life. And you're like, but all I wanted was to plant this seed and to feel really happy and fulfilled. And you've thrown all this other really heavy stuff at me that I wasn't quite, that's not what I was meaning. You know, sometimes when you say something and then somebody takes it completely the wrong way, and suddenly it's like, whoa, how did that happen? It's a little bit like just need to wait for these big energies to move through. There is some big energies of transformation. It is saying you are moving into this rebirth energy with the Judgment, but yeah, like I said, it's just these energies take a while to transition through them. And the same with the Hierophant energy, which is nice because that's your soul energy coming in and giving you messages around what is actually passing through at this moment in time in your life and what it is that you're really letting go of. And then there's this positive stuff that's going to start growing here with the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, but you don't want to plant that seed in the midst of all this crazy death and destruction and very intense underworldish kind of energies. It's not the right time for this Seven of Pentacles energy. And so the Seven of Pentacles is a very Taurian energy in that it's very patient. It's like, okay, that's fine. I can wait. I can wait till that's all past. I'm not planting a seed in this really intense energy in the middle of a transition, because they'll probably just get swept up in the transition and you'll go, where did that go? So it is about favourable conditions, waiting for the favourable conditions, but it's also one of the big things that you're letting go of, because the Five of Cups does represent something that made you really, really unhappy, that is being cleared up and out with this old cycle. And the Nine of Cups is the card of fulfilment and happiness. And so it's just waiting for this character in the Five of Cups to find that bridge from the past to the present, to see those two cups are still standing and going, hey, maybe I can add them to this row of the Nine of Cups here and go, maybe this and the Seven of Pentacles, we can plant something really amazing. And the Hierophant is actually a Tauri. George is back. George has been so quiet of late, but he's back. The sun's shining and George wants to chip in, because I was going to say it's a Taurian energy. So I've got a lot of Taurus coming through. If you're Taurus, George is saying hello at this moment in time. But the Hierophant represents a big commitment, and it can actually represent tradition as well, traditions and institutions. So there could be big changes to some of these kind of more established energies in your life that are shifting and changing. And so there's a positive energy around this. I mean, this Seven of Pentacles could be a big commitment that you're about to step into, but the Hierophant's kind of saying, no, not yet. The time's not right. So you will know, because that's your soul energy letting you know, but there's almost like a huge shift in the established order of things for you at this moment in time, and it's just allowing that process to happen. So that is a lot of big energies coming through, and this is what's been precipitated with that full moon in Sagittarius. We're starting to see the results of it, but with the full moon energies, they do represent culminations and endings of cycles, and this is what we're just seeing, allowing that process to happen. So that's it. Kind of some big energies dealing with today, but look forward to tomorrow.